You are welcome. All right, let me get my pencil and get it.
Good morning. Thank you, Speaker Johnson, Majority Leader Scalise, Whip Emmer, and Chair McLean for your leadership on the bill. As a small business owner, I was in the restaurant business for 36 years of my life, and it's really impactful what this legislation is going to ultimately do. I think there's one thing that the President understands. He understands the service industry. And as somebody who has run that industry for the last 36 years, there's a challenge we've had ever since COVID, and that has been just the efforts that we have struggled to try to find an engagement and enthusiasm back in the workforce. I think the President has a secret power, and that secret power is how to grow businesses. With the no tax on tips, we're looking at a $1,300, average $1,300 per service industry employee that is going to have new money in their pocket. That will either be servicing debt, taking care of their family, providing for their family, or just, you know what, just getting to spend their money instead of Washington, D.C. With the no tax on overtime, same thing. We're looking at about $1,300. That's going to impact that hourly worker. You think about the enthusiasm that's going to have in bringing people back into the workforce or getting people more enthused about those industries where they know overtime and tips are an engagement of how they get paid. I'm excited, but now I think about my mom. When you talk about no tax on seniors, they're going to be able to hold on to as much as $6,000 in new deductions back in their pocket to offset the costs and inflations that have been dealt to them by the Biden administration. We're turning this country around one step after the other, and I tell people all the time, it's not a sprint, it's a march. And we worked so hard to get this bill across the finish line. The men and women up here worked through the night, as we knew at the end of the day, the citizens of the United States spends their money better than Washington, D.C. does. And this is a testament as we're making sure they get to keep more of their money. What I also get excited about is the money that has been committed to air traffic control, as those challenges that we have faced for years have been unfortunate. And we know that we've got an aging infrastructure system. It's sad that every single Democrat that serves in that building across the street voted against putting $12 billion back into improving the system. When you look at those dollars and upgrading that aging infrastructure, but more importantly, it's the backbone of economic commerce in our country. And you've got to make those investments. And sometimes it may not be sexy, but by God, to absorb state-of-the-art technology, to have that peace of mind of business in our country. And lastly is I'm so excited as a member of Congress that has 5 installations in this district, whether it's Eglin, Herbert Field, NAS Pensacola, NAS Whiting, Corey Station, or Duke Field. These installations are going to benefit from the One Big Beautiful Bill. As we have seen historic levels, we have exceeded every recruiting goal already now for the entire year. President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have created a new enthusiasm in our United States military. $9 billion to improve the quality of life for our service members. $20 billion to bolster munition production. $12 billion to modernize our nuclear arsenal, and over $5 billion to secure our border. These are game changers, but it also creates an enthusiasm that lets our servicemen and women know they're appreciated, taking care of our veterans. And I'm very excited that means taking care of Florida Congressional District 1. Thank you to the Speaker and his entire team for making this happen. And I want to introduce Frank Patty. Frank Patty and his family, they're a multi-generational difference maker in Northwest Florida. Whether it be in their renowned, world-famous fishing market, they have got a seafood market there in Pensacola that whenever you walk in, it's like a circus. It is people are going in every different direction, but it's quality seafood from the Gulf of America and all over the United States as they come in to receive their produce. And then what happened is, as they were running their own fishing fleets, they realized they had to fix the boats that they were using. So what they do, they decided to build their own shipyard. So whether it be running their own seafood market, fixing their own ships or building the next generation of ships that are taking care of the Army Corps of Engineers or just the private sector. This family has made a commitment, and it's exciting to have them up here being a part of what the big, beautiful bill means to their family and their ability to grow their economy in not just Northwest Florida, but in our country. Frank?
Thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Well, appreciate that so much. My name is Frank Patty Jr. I am an owner-operator at Patty Marine Enterprises and Joe Patty Seafood. We are based in Pensacola, Florida. First, I'd like to thank Speaker Mike Johnson and Majority Leader Steve Scalise and Majority Whip Tom Emer and Chairman Lisa McLean. Thank you. And, of course, my buddy Jimmy. It is an honor to speak today from our nation's capital with this incredible team that you have here and speak about this positive impacts of the One Big Beautiful Bill. My daughter Mandy and I are very proud of our family business. My grandparents are both born in Sicily, 10 miles apart from each other, and met for the first time in Pensacola. And so how this happened is really amazing because meeting